prices going up will force a bad neighborhood to become good. Who liked the neighborhood 25-year cycle? Okay, where it goes good for 2 cycles, 3rd cycle, there's deferred maintenance, you start going down, the neighborhood gets worse. So interesting, I grew up in a neighborhood in Winnipeg called Linden Woods. It was built in 1980. And we are at the 25-year mark of the cycle. There's starting to be a lot of flips. Write this down, 25 years into the cycle is when you start seeing flips in a neighborhood. So if a neighborhood is built in 1990, what year are the flips gonna start? 2015 will be flipping year where the flips are happening because the homes are 25 years outdated, depreciated, and you go into them and you go, oh my God, this is so gross, because there's 25 years of shit on the walls. Now, when you run it a second lifetime, it's now 50 years old. Imagine what it looks like. Right, it's horrible. 3rd cycle, though, is where I think the values can go down. Write that down. 3rd cycle is where they go down. And then you start seeing in like the 5th cycle, they start to rebound, especially if you have like a gentrification kind of thing. It's just pure maintenance, because people are usually looking for the easiest thing. They don't want to do some crazy gut job on an old ass home with fuse boxes. Here's the other thing that happens, guys. Prices going up will force a bad neighborhood to become good. Okay? Like, think about this. In Winnipeg, the average guy makes 35 or 40 grand. Okay? As prices inflate, there will be a day where he's forced to go live in the ghetto. Because 40 grand only buys you 250,000 of house or 300,000 a house or whatever. And there will be a day where he has to go turn the ghetto around and he has to go clean it up. And that's where I invest in Winnipeg, Wolseley, and West Broadway. James had some deals there yesterday. The young guys and girls who have a degree, came out of university making 40 grand, have to move in. They can't move into their parents' neighborhood. It's $650,000 to live in their parents' neighborhood. They have to go live in Wolseley and West Broadway, buy a fixer-upper for $225, fix it up, it'll be worth $400, because their purchasing power isn't there. And that's a really interesting thing to think about, is if someone's forced to buy something, what does that do for that market? They're forced to buy. They have to buy. Yeah, it's like selling trucks in the oil patch. You think guys just buy trucks in the oil patch because that's how it is? You have a truck, Ronnie. You're out in the mines. Do guys just buy trucks out in the mines? Yeah, why not? Right, they're out in the middle of nowhere or whatever. Gotta have a truck, right? Yeah, and then what happens when they leave? Probably leave the truck behind, shit like that. Like you see it at the airport at Fort Mac. Guys just leave all these trucks. They just fly home. They're like, oh, I'm going bankrupt. Bye, I'm leaving. And they're just forced to buy that to go to work.